Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the part 3 of chapter number 11, Sunita in Space. So, first of all, let us have a view what we are going to learn in today's class. Yes, in today's class, we will learn about recap of what we have seen in the last lecture. And then Sunita's experience of living in space. We will also feel about classroom becomes a spaceship. Right. So let us have a view in our chapter. Children, we have learnt in the last period about what is space, and we have met about the two astronauts, learnt about two famous astronauts, Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams, and we have seen their life cycles in the space. Children, you have also drawn the earth diagram. I hope you have done. And we found that because of the gravitational force of the earth, attracts everything towards itself. That is why we do not fall. So children, you will get to an idea that because of gravitational force, we all are forced towards one direction. That is why we feel the motion moving on the land. If there will be no force, like we do not have any force from our sky, so do you feel any force from upper side? No, na, right? So we do not have any force from that side, so we do not force anything. So here in the Sunita's experience, she has told us that they could not sit at one place. They kept floating in the spaceship from one end to another. Also, water too doesn't stay at one place, it floats around like as a blobs, right? So for washing the face, they had to catch these blobs and wet paper with them. And they ate very differently there. Real fun was when all of us would float into the dining area and catch the floating food packets. So all these things she doesn't no need to comb her hair. They kept standing all the time. And not being able to walk, they had to get used to floating around. We had to learn to do simple things, right? So this is what all they were doing. Let us see a short video, children, where you will get more idea how she was spending her time in spaceship.
Hello, I'm Sunny Williams. I'm up here on the International Space Station. So this is Node 2. This is a really cool module. Of course, most of these modules you'll see they have four sides and they're put together. That way we could sort of work on a flat plane, either a wall, a floor, another wall, or the ceiling. But you know, again, all you have to do is turn yourself and your reference changes. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this is where 4 out of 6 of us sleep. And so people always ask about sleeping in space. Do you lie down? Are you in a bed? Not really, because it doesn't matter. You don't really have the sensation of lying down. You just sit in your sleeping bag. So here's one sleep station right here. I'm going in right now. You can follow me if you want. So I'm inside. It's sort of like a little phone booth, but it's pretty comfy. I've got a sleeping bag right here that we sleep in, so we don't have sort of like a little bit of a cover. We don't fly all over the place. But you know, you can sleep in any orientation. I have it sleeping, feeling like I'm standing up right now, but like you saw, I'm on the floor. But it doesn't matter if I turn over and I sleep upside down. I don't have any sensation in my head that tells me that I'm upside down, so it really doesn't matter. The sleep station is also like a little office. We've got a computer in here. As you can see, we've got a couple little toys. I've got some books. I've got some clothes and other things that make it sort of like home. I'm coming out. And just for reference, that's one sleep station. This one's another. Right here. There's one on the ceiling, if you want to call it, right here. And And then there's a fourth on the other wall over here. So all of us sleep in a little bit of a circle. All right, come on back. There's more to show you. I know that there's some questions about how to use the bathroom and how do you actually live in space like normal, like at home. I mentioned real quickly about getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth and washing your face. Well, how do you do that? Well, here is the bathroom, essentially. You get up in the morning, and we have a little kit, and it has all the essential things that you need, like your toothbrush and toothpaste and brush. See how much better the brush makes my hair look? I'm just joking. It still stands up straight. It doesn't matter where you are. It's always going to stand up straight while you're up in space. A lot of people ask about toothbrush and toothpaste. So, luckily enough, toothpaste, you can do it upside right this way, is sticky, and so it sticks to your toothbrush, no problem. Another cool thing is that water sticks to your toothbrush too. If you can see it, I'll have some water come out. The water is pretty neat up in space. It'll stick to your toothbrush, and it will make a big bubble. And that's just by surface tension. And then you can drink it. So a lot of people ask about what do you do with the toothpaste after you brush your teeth. Two options. Swallow it, and it's sort of like mouthwash, but it tastes a little gross. Or you can just spit it out in a paper towel, and then you don't have to worry about it. Swallowing thing I wouldn't recommend at home. I'm only up here for 4 months, so it's not that bad. One of the most pressing questions about living in space, of course, is the bathroom. So let's take a look at that little piece of work. Come on in. Here we are at the throne. This is awesome. You might see the little, you might have noticed the little moon on the outside. This is our orbital outhouse right here. And of course, it serves for two functions. Number 2, right here. I'll show you. But you see it's pretty small, so you have to have pretty good aim, and you be ready to make sure things get let go the right direction. And it smells a little bit, so I'm closing it up. And that's, of course, for number 2. And this guy right here is for number 1. So there's sort of two slightly separate functions, but you can do a little, essentially both, by hanging on right here and doing number 1 and number 2. I might add it's color-coded, so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1. And also, there's a selection of paper. People always ask about toilet paper. What do you do with toilet paper? What kind of toilet paper do you have? We have gloves, just because sometimes it does get messy. We have some Russian wipes, which are a little bit coarse if you like the coarse type of toilet paper. We have some nice tissues, which are nice and soft if you like soft toilet paper. We have Huggies, just for any cleanup. You know, we were all babies once, and this sort of helps. And then if things get really out of control, we have disinfectant wipes, just to make sure we clean up here. Because, you know, just like the water I showed you, the number 1 stuff can sort of go all over the place if you don't aim correctly. And did I mention both of these have a little bit of suction, so they should keep things going in the right direction. But like I said, sometimes things get a little out of control if you are out of control yourself flying around. So we have lots of protective stuff. And of course, you do have your privacy. There's a little door, so other people know that you're in there. Here's a pretty cool place. This is sort of like in your house where everybody meets in the morning. After you wash your face, brush your teeth, you want to find something for breakfast. And this is our kitchen. You might notice there's all sorts of foods here. It's like opening the refrigerator. You got all your different stuff that you want to have: drinks, meats, eggs, vegetables, cereals, bread, snacks. And that's a good place. That's where you find all the candy. Side dishes, and then some little power bars just in case. So we have all this type of food. Some of it is dehydrated, and so we have to hydrate it, fill it up with water. Some of it is already made, and then all we have to do is heat it up. So something like this, I'm pulling out barbecued beef brisket. Pretty yummy. Not only is this food made in the U.S., but we also have food here from Japan. We've got Russian food. As you can see, all these red containers are filled with food that's from Russia. And then we get some of our specialty stuff, some things that we like, some of our favorite stuff that your family can send up. In fact, I like fluffernutters, and so I got sent up some fluff so I could make my fluffernutter with peanut butter. So you have a lot of food up here, no problems.
So children, I hope from this video it is clear to you all how difficult it is a life there, but still you can manage, and you can feel that the hairs of her were not combed and the things were continuously floating. So did you have a question in your mind? Can you think why Sunita's hair was standing? As we have learned previously that because of the gravitational force we experience a push towards the ground. When we are on the earth, our hairs remain in downward position. And because of those gravitational force of the earth, once some is in space, the hairs stand as there is no gravity, zero gravity in space. That is why they keep on standing. So if we also do not have gravitational force, we will also float only. Right. Other thing, if you will see the other photos of Sunita's photographs and the dates written on each of them. So can you tell what is happening and when? See, here are some photos that she has shared. It is there in your textbook. So from looking to those photos, you should just first of all get an idea, and then we will move towards the thing. First is we take off, our feet don't stay on the floor. Then where is this food flying away? You can see even the plate is also flying, right? Here, look, my hair is standing no problem while working. Sunita outside the spaceship, really in space. So children, in the first picture on 9/12/2006, the spacecraft is taking off. Then on 11/12, astronauts are floating inside the spacecraft. Same day they are taking food. Then on 13, Sunita is working, and on 16 she is roaming outside the spacecraft. So in this way she has taken those photographs and shared some of them and told the world. Now it is the time. Let us all feel like being in a spaceship, isn't it, children? So you all should also close your eyes. Imagine that your class is a spaceship. Zoom. In 10 minutes we will reach to the space. And now your spaceship is going around the earth. Are you able to sit at one place? Think of it. Be silent. Go into the space, children. You will also feel like floating. Close your eyes and feel that experience of Sunita that she has shared. What about your hair? Feel like your hairs are standing. Oh, look, where are your bags and books going on? They all are floating in the space in the class. And what is your teacher doing? Where is her chalk going? Right now I am here. I am with you all in the class. and feeling and experiencing the space. How did you eat your food during the break? How did you drink water? And what happened to the ball that you threw up to your friends? Children, think about these things. It is really very something which is very amazing that you will feel for. So, go through it. Here we have the idea answers. Are you able to sit? No, we are unable to sit at one place. Everyone is floating in air. Hairs are standing up. Bags and books are also floating. And the teacher is also floating in air. She is trying to catch the floating chalk. If you want to eat your food, you have to grab the puri flying in the air. Water floated in the form of blobs and then suck them like Sunita was doing in her spaceship. So this is what all about the experience you will feel if you will imagine yourself in the spaceship, right? So here we have seen the experience of Sunita through a video and understood it betterly. So children, now you will have an assignment that you should read page number 101 to 103 and underline the important points. We will come back with the new imagination or new thoughts of the space in the next class. Till that time, you feel free to ask your queries, take care of yourself, complete your assignment on time. Thank you, all of you.